transformed my awful office into the ultimate Switch 2 gaming setup. You see, over the past year, I've been working really hard on this YouTube channel, so I've kind of neglected this room, well, quite a lot. And with the recent release of the Switch 2, I have just had no time to play it with friends, and that's kind of what Nintendo games are for. So I've given myself just 7 days to transform my entire office. And at the end of those 7 days, I've invited round one of my good friends, Dantic, for a Nintendo Switch gaming session. Whoa. So now we've got to get ready to paint it, which means all of these are going to have to come off the wall. This is not going to be fun or easy. And if only I knew how true that was going to be. But as I was taking them down, I thought, hey, this isn't that difficult. Surely nothing can go wrong now. So we've run into a little bit of an issue. This is all the leftover adhesive from the panels. But if I paint over this, the paint will just start peeling off. And we really don't want that. This is not good at all. Really? 1 hour turned into 2, and 2 hours turned into 4, until... Oh, my arms, man. There had to be a better way. 4 hours in, and the wall looked like this. I'd made no progress. So I did some Googling and found a video about how to take down wallpaper from this guy. And he was using a steamer. So, this is a steamer. It blows steam on the wall, and what I'd just done in 4 hours, I managed to do in 10 minutes. We were flying. I was going to be done with this in no time, until... Annoyed my upstairs neighbour a little bit. They banged on the floor very hard. So we're going to leave it there for tonight. This has been horrific. It is day 2. We're going to scrape all of this down, and then it's finally time to paint. Let's go. That is it? Oh my god, that's all of it. I now have to start painting. So I headed to my local hardware store to grab the supplies, and that's where I found this. We need to get this. And then the painting began. And that is the end of day 2. And it was starting to look pretty good. So, bright and early on day 3, I put the last coat on, and the painting is done. It's only taken us 4 entire days. So, with the painting done, I decided it was time to go over the plan for the room. In this room, we are going to have 2 desks. On one of the desks will be my gaming PC, for me to play PC games and edit, and in the opposite corner of the room, there will be another desk solely to play Switch 2 games on. So, in order to do this, there are 3 things that we need to get done. We need to move all of the furniture back into the room and build a bunch of new furniture. We need to put in the huge amount of RGB lights I've bought for this build. And finally, we need to add all the cool Nintendo accessories that I have for this setup. So, to get the furniture, we needed a trip to IKEA. My plan while I was here was not only to buy some new furniture, but also take inspiration from some of the pre-built setups that were there, and definitely not from others. I saw this pegboard and grabbed that, and now we just needed a desk for the Switch 2 area. And then I saw the price. Yeah, we need something slightly cheaper than that. I could get this desk, but I didn't fancy going back to the 1950s and having to crank a desk up. So to be honest, we just actually bought a desk from Amazon in IKEA. Sorry, IKEA. So with that, I headed home and had a celebratory drink. Except I didn't. I'm still in IKEA. And after getting distracted by my good friend Dunkel's Glofgon, getting stuck in an egg chair, and of course having some meatballs, we grabbed what we needed, paid for our stuff, and headed home. And now it was time to move all the new furniture in. Starting with the desk I already had for my PC setup. Oh my god, I forgot how heavy this desk is. There we go. Okay, then we need to bring the shelf in. Oh, it sounds like it's breaking. That's not a great sign. The chair, we got my PC. Oh my god. Is this gonna fit through the door or not? Shit. How did I get this in? After just about managing to get my brand new Amazon desk in and building my brand new guitar stand with absolutely nothing going wrong. Oh my god. This bit needs to go on there. And with the final item of furniture, the pegboard being put up, the furniture was done. And it was time to move on to RGB lights. This is 36 meters of LED lights. The plan with these was to put them around the bottom of the room to light up the entire space. Excited, I opened them and plugged them in, and oh my god, they're awful. You can see all the LED lights in them. That is as bright as they go. sake. So, looks like we will be sending these back and we will have to wait an entire other day to finish this setup. Not even gonna get done in time. We've got 3 days left to finish this setup and now we've had this set back. So in the meantime, I put up some cheaper LED lights on the bookshelf and they weren't looking great either. I'm trying my best, These are definitely gonna fall off immediately. Shut up! This is working! This has gone badly. Oh my god, this has gone really badly. If you just squint, and then squint a bit more, and then squint a bit more, and then close your eyes, this looks great! I couldn't afford for another set of RGB lights not to be good enough for the setup. I didn't have the time or the money. But as I moved it around, something magical happened. I think that could be worse. Come on! Trust the vision. This is why you trust the vision. And then I just had to go and ruin the mood. So now that everything's on the shelf, we've got the LED lights on the shelf, it's time to deal with the desk LED lights. These are the Govee neon rope lights. Now they go around the outside of your desk, and I have wanted one for so long. Okay, let's prep the surface with the alcohol pads first. What? It's definitely got alcohol in it. Now these desk lights were expensive, so everything had to be done carefully and with precision. So I carefully put it around the desk, very aware of the fact that if I mess this up, we'd have to spend even more money and wait even longer to get the setup sorted. Should just about stick all this on, give it a real good push down. Now all that's left is to plug it in, and we'll turn it on now. I've just seen the whole room light up, but I have no idea what they look like. They're so cool. We've now got our LED desk and we've got an LED shelf as well. And the desk that is just off shot over there needs some LEDs as well. So this is where we'll be having the LAN party. But we need something on this wall that screams LAN party. And that's where these come in. These are the Dream Color Music Creative light panels. And these are like triangular light panels that will hopefully bring a bit of life to the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. But as I read the instructions, I slowly realised that these maybe were going to be more complicated than I originally imagined. Yeah, this is going to be a bit confusing. There is some ideas on the box. I think we're going to do this pattern here, mainly because I think they kind of look like Joy-Cons. So I mapped the pattern out on the table, and then we hit our first problem. This reference is 11 panels, and they've given us 9. So why would you put a reference on the back of it and not give us enough panels to do that reference? That's, yeah, sure, great, brilliant. So after trying a couple of different patterns, I settled on one and started sticking them to the wall. I don't know what all these like little pieces, oh, wait. Was it expecting me to measure? Now we've got the light panels up, we just need to plug them in and see what they look like. Oh, I saw something come on. I don't know what they look like. Yo, oh, they actually look so good. I'm really surprised. These look great. These have music as well. Whoa, whoa. That's really cool. And now it's time to put on the last RGB product that we actually have because we've had to reorder those skirting board ones. And that is my Govee rope light. But before we do that, we've got to decorate the wall. Now, last time I had red and blue foam panels on the wall, but because the Switch 2 has changed the red color to more of like an orangey, pinky red, and I think they actually match the new Switch Joy-Con really well. Ugh. So I started by arranging the panels into a pattern. So now we just need to work out how are we going to actually do this? And then started sticking them onto the wall. However, I did get a little bit distracted. You want to see something cool? I'm rising! I love that. Paper everywhere. That looks so good. Let me get down. Let me just we have landed. So then I roughly mapped out the shape I wanted my Govee rope light to be and drilled them onto the wall. The panels and the LED lights are up and they're looking like that. I'll wait till I plug them in. Yes, That's exactly what I want. That looks so sick. This is really coming together. And this is all of the LED lights that we have so far, but there are still over $100 worth of LED lights coming. Oh, I'm actually so happy with this. So with all the LED lights done, for now, it was time to move on to the accessories. And we started by setting up my PC again. And with my area of the room done, it was time to move on to the Switch setup. So the last thing we have to set up for today is the brand new monitor. This is the Cura 31-inch curved gaming monitor, which means it can take advantage of the 4K 120Hz output of the Switch 2. So we'll stick this monitor onto here. I'll put the Switch dock in front of it there. And this is where we will be playing all of our Switch games. This monitor is huge. Okay, so that is the end of day 4. We've got 3 days left to put in the remaining RGB lights, sort out the Switch 2 station over there. Hopefully those things arrive within 3 days because we are cutting it incredibly tight. We'll have to see. Anyway, end of day 4. I'm gonna go to bed now. I'm very tired. So I woke up early the next morning and got some cable management done. But then I got some incredibly bad news. I've just had a notification on my phone that the RGB lights are now not coming till tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day before Dan's coming over. How am I going to get it all done in a day? I mean, I literally can't do anything about it, so I guess I'm just going to go to bed. So I'll see her in the morning when hopefully they've arrived. But before I went to bed, my girlfriend said she had an early birthday present for me to cheer me up a little bit. Thank you. I wonder what it is. Yes! Oh my god! That is so cool! Oh my god, look at that! Yeah, that's gonna fit absolutely perfectly in the setup. So with me slightly more happy, I went to bed and hoped that the lights would be here tomorrow. And so, after a couple of days, the new skirting board lights are here. Hopefully these ones are good, because if they're not good, we actually don't have time to buy any more. They've really wrapped these. Oh, sorry. And there's box number 1. I ended up buying 2 boxes. I thought my desk Govy rope lights were really good, and the Govy rope lights that we put on the wall were amazing. So I thought, why not? Let's just get them. Here they are. It's another box. These are already looking way more complicated than any of the other LED lights we've put up. Over the next 2 hours, I put together these incredibly complicated LED strips all around the room. And with some help from my girlfriend, and also some very not helpful stuff from my girlfriend, we managed to get it done. And after over an hour of trying to get these to work, this is what we've got. This is exactly what we needed. You can't tell me that this is not the coolest thing ever. I can just listen to crap rave in my room. Look at this. The Nintendo room. Ready for the LAN party tomorrow. So let's get on with that. So I need to get the final accessories in. I think the wall up here is a little bit empty, and I just happen to own 2 lightsabers.
Low battery. Please recharge.
Just in case you weren't aware, I was a nerd already. And my plan is to mount them onto here like that. And to do that, I have these. So I drilled the hooks into the wall and removed the plastic from them. And they looked pretty good. And the final accessory that I want to put on the wall is this. I love this. Little Mario neon light sign. And I think we're going to put it right there. I think that's the place to put it. Let's get it fixed to the wall. Yeah, that is ridiculously cool. I need to plug this in and see what it's like. Yo, that is so bright. You can't even see it on camera. Hold on. Look at that. Oh man, this is coming together. So with only a couple of hours until Dan was coming over, I put a bunch of really cool Switch 2 accessories and controllers onto the desk, plugged the Switch 2 into the brand new monitor, and spent the last hour building the Lego Piranha plant. I put a couple of finishing touches on, and then, right on cue... Hello, welcome. Come on in, come on in.
Whoa.
Look at it, yeah. That does. Hey, no, don't do that. Don't do that. You're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to do that. I've been working very hard on this on my YouTube channel, right?
Of course.
We've had no time to game together since the Switch 2 has been out, really.
Not really, no. I think we did it once when it first came out, but nothing like crazy.
Exactly.
That was online anyway.
But hopefully with this room now, you should be able to come over whenever.
Right.
Okay.
I'm excited to see this room.
Okay, come on in. Come on in. Keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Do you want to open your eyes in 3? After all the setbacks, 2. And the amount of times I almost just gave up on this project. 1. It's finally time to show Dan. Hopefully he likes it, because I really do.
What? Oh, yo! Oh, wow, you actually got the entire room! Oh, man, this is amazing. But the headboard. Yo, I didn't even realise it. It actually does feel like a really different room.
So, do you want a game in it?
Yeah.
Let's do it. And finally, I got what I wanted. A game of Mario Kart. Which I won, by the way.